Jays. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shoppy. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love it.
Just about set to go. Getting the nod on the mound, Kevin Gausman.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Caught him looking for the K.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And now, Jackson Holliday. Up the middle, makes a sliding stop, over to first, and they get the out. So here's Baltimore's lineup to start 2025. Chris, this is a team looking to take the next step.
Yeah, Boog, they've had tremendous seasons in 2023 and 2024, winning 192 combined games, but they still haven't won a postseason game since 2012. With that said, I think this could be the year that changes.
Pete Alonso in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
That one misses, and now 3-0. Two down, nobody on. That catches the corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And here it comes. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground. Oh, great grab on the dive. The throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Trevor Rogers.
Yeah, ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Just missed.
Ball.
And that one upstairs. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Addison Barker next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground, 2 ball. The underhand flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Batting third, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And a foul ball. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
On the ground, could be 2. Can't glove it cleanly. The throw to second. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
George Springer stands in now and watches strike 1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Just missed. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. Yeah, that's fouled off. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. That one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here's the throw, the tag, and he's safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. And now, Dalton Varsho. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Gets the call, and that is strike 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's ball 2. 2 balls. One strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Line drive brings it in for the third out. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game.
Gotta make this life go paradise, so I go paranormal like paradise. But my mojo right and my motor right, so I roll the dice. So I seize the day, I blow it up.
Second inning set to go. Now it's going to be
Taylor Ward.
Gosman, a former All-Star. More than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2012. Just missed. And that is out of play. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
1-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now Jordan Westburg.
Counts 1-0.
And that's too high. One down, base is empty. And that one clips the corner.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And that misses. 2-1.
2-1.
And that's a little high. There's the strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Guerrero snags it for the second out. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Fastball for a strike. Just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball. That's inside.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Orioles held in check there. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, number 25.
Number 25.
Looking for his first big league hit right here. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, you know, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie, and trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Batting ninth, left fielder, David Schneider.
2 outs, base is empty. Davis Schneider getting ready to hit. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Two outs. Close, but called a ball. And the count even 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses, and the count is 2-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And that one is downstairs. And now it's 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. He reached out a walk his first time. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Just missed. Schneider off of first with 2 away. Rip towards third. They take the force out. That's the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead it 1-0. Top half of the third inning. Now here's the Orioles DH, Heston Kjerstad. Gausman back to work. Foul ball there. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's out. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Outside.
Nope, outside.
And that's ball 3. And that's ball 4.
Nope, that's ball
and
4.
that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just
Batting
missed his
eighth,
spot.
right fielder,
Hitter didn't
Colton
offer at it.
Cowser.
Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Tying run is at first here on opening day. Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3
Batting
pitches,
ninth,
and that's what a good power
Adley
pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
Fought off foul.
One ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
That's
That's
off
a
the
ball.
mark. And it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Brings it in. Out. Number 2.
Up next for the Orioles, shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Caught looking his first time up. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a foul straight back. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Addison Barger. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to 3rd. Didn't go. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That one fouled off. Barger on at first, nobody out. Swung on and fouled off, and he'll need a new bat. Line to left. Ward calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
And the batter is George Springer. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too. Out in front and foul to the left side.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
0-2 is the count.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Rutschman puts it away for the out, and there's two away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit, singled and drove in a run his first time through. Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off.
Ball, that's out.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at bat alive.
Outside low. Ball 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. On to inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jackson Holliday. And that misses. And that's ball one.
1-0.
Top of the zone for a called strike. That one's in there. Going to count 1-2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. In there, and it's 0-1. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. The 0-1. That one ripped left field on the rolling track and holds it in.
Now batting, left fielder Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward now at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The Orioles hitless so far in the game. Two down, nobody on. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
2 outs, runner at first. And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. Right through there for a strike.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
1 ball,
Ward, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now 2 balls and a strike. And that's downstairs and outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
3-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The Jays up by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. One left for the Orioles. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, and now it's Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range. And close holes that, are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
That's outside, and it's 3-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Makes the turn and heads for second, and he'll pull into second safely. Well, wore him down after an extended plate appearance. It ends with a knock.
At that point in a bat for a hitter, when you've seen that many pitches, you've gotten a look, you've fouled off pitches, so the confidence level is extremely high, and it seems like when you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Down the third baseman.
And there's one thing on his mind this at-bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Strike one.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a foul out of play. Man at second. Stays alive. Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now here is Leo Jimenez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And it stays fair. Headed for the plate. The throw in. But it's offline. And they lead by 2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Man at first with 1 gone. So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball. And ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. This one in the air, right field. And it's out of play, a foul ball. And a 1-2. That one missed.
2 strikes.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting, second baseman, Ernie Clements.
Back to the top of the lineup, calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Barger in the box now, takes strike one. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Helsley is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Aiken, a left-hander, also throwing. Jimenez, the runner at third. Schneider on second. Clement over at first with one away. And fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-0.
Well, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there. Bases loaded. I mean, this is a high leverage situation. And if you can limit the other team, you're doing pretty good work. See if he can get this next out.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. That'll be it for Trevor Rogers. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for Baltimore.
Now on the bump, Tyler Wells.
Number 68.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next.
First
0-2 in this one.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball one. Right through there for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Fouled off. He was late. Missed with a changeup, and the count is even 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
You know, these Orioles being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
And the next pitch is way outside.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Got him looking. Strikeout number 8. Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. Walked his first time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That missed by a lot. And 1-1. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, right fielder Colton Cowser.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So a man aboard, Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one misses. 1-0. In there at the knees.
1-1.
The Orioles trailing by 3 here on opening day. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And there's a foul ball. Kjerstad leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. And the Orioles leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now George Springer. Wells measures 6 feet 8 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Wells checks over to first, and he's back. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And that's outside. He was late there, strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Springer on the run. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Pickoff moved to second, and Springer's in there safely. One out, and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That misses the zone, and now 3-2. Swings through it for the K. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, he used the slow curve very effectively right there. He just spun it up to the plate and had his guy way out front. Not only a good pitch, but a really good job of setting it up.
Here's the third baseman. Foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We're through 5. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Orioles nothing. Back now in Toronto. All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Gausman back to work. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a ball and 2 strikes. To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman Jackson Holliday.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Holliday.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
In there for strike 1. This one lifted in the air, left field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
2 down, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. That one outside. And now it's even 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now at the plate, Leo Jimenez.
Shortstop, Leo Jimenez.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That's a ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2.
2-2 the count.
And they'll do it again. In the air on the infield, Rutschman settles under it, puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, David Schneider.
Davis Schneider digs in now. A walk, and he's also singled. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting, second baseman.
So up next, Ernie Clement. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. And the 0-1. Schneider stands at first with 1 out.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one hit to right. Cowser pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Addison Barger.
And now here is Addison Barger. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And that is out of play.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
That one
ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
And that is ball 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that will drop foul.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And a payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kevin Gausman makes way, and he was excellent. Really controlled this game on the mound. We'll have a new arm for you in a minute. So they turn things over to the righty, Jimmy Garcia. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And that one got a piece of him.
Take your base.
That's not exactly what they're going for when they say 1 up, 1 down.
Here's the center fielder, Tyler O'Neill, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Louis Varland up and loosening in the pen. Nance also throwing. And a foul ball. The Orioles trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. And O'Neill is retired.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So now here's the DH, Heston Kjerstad. Outside with a breaking ball. Foul ball there. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Westberg at second with 2 down. Fouls one off. 2-2. And there's a ball. Colton Cowser waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Swing and a ground ball. To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single.
Tough play up the middle, and everything needed to be right there. Field that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it as well.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jimmy Garcia won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Brendan Little.
Number 54. Brendan Little.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Colton Cowser, the next to hit. That's a strike. 0-1. The tying run at the plate. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Corners are occupied with 2 down.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Ball one low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Adley Rutschman next to bat for Baltimore. Tying run at the plate. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Three-two now. On the ground right side, and it's just foul. That was close. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help
Now
from the umpire.
Catcher,
And next for the
Rutschman.
Orioles, Adley Rutschman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
First offering, and it just misses. And that's down and away.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Ball, that's it.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Big spot, and up steps Gunnar Henderson. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
So the tying run at second. Popped in the air. Left field. Schneider squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Orioles 1. Back here at Rogers Center, set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This one in the air center field. O'Neill has a beat on it and makes the grab. 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Here's George Springer. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. In the air, left field. Ward makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher.
2 outs, bases empty. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Sends it across to first, and that is that. Blue Jays go down in order, and the score stays 3-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tommy Nance.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading off, Jackson Holliday. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
That's a ball.
Nance, a righty that throws with power. He features a slider, a sinker, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. And downstairs.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And that one hit to first. And foul ball. Next offering way off the plate. Check swing, called strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And a 3-2. Outside and low, it's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Really important at bat coming up now.
So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward, 1 for 3. And a slider misses down and away. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. So the tying run at second, and that one fouled off. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. In the dirt, and the runner holds. Jordan Westberg in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground, down the line, and it's foul. No outs, runner on second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. Hit on the ground to short. Off balance feed, there's one. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So digging in, Tyler O'Neill. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's through there for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
2 on, 1 out. Hit on the ground might be 2. 1 at second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. The O's add 1 on an RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Felix Bautista. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Felix Bautista.
And now the center
Leadoff
fielder,
for
Dalton
Toronto.
Varsho.
Center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And first offering is fouled off. That one in triple digits. Meanwhile,
No ball,
activity in the
2
bullpen. Cameron Foster appears to be getting loose. Inside. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Bautista gets the strikeout.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Number 25 in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Now
1-1.
1-1. That one missed.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. 3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fastball in for a strike. Full count now.
We got full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that one.
One gone, runner at first. And next for Toronto, Leo Jimenez. Top of the zone for a strike at an even 100.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Davis Schneider getting ready to hit. Just missed. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 5-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Back to the top of the order. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. That's down and in.
No strike.
Next offering is fouled back. On a strike. The pitch. Sliced down the right side. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. The Jays get a pair on this homer. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman. A chance at his first save of the year. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Heston Kjerstad.
Heston Kjerstad.
Swings and misses. That's strike one. Hoffman, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Cowser in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
The Blue Jays trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the top of the ninth. Swung on, belted. Springer drop step going back. And that one is off the top of the wall. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. And he boots it.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
One down, runner at third. Rutschman will hit next. That clips the zone, and it's 0-1. Cowser stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swings through that. Hoffman, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Inside, ball 1.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner on at third, 1 gone. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Struck him out without a swing. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Really good battle right there. That final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Here's Gunnar Henderson. He was drafted out of high school, but for a brief moment, he thought he'd be playing college baseball at Auburn.
Well, unless he was drafted in the first round, the plan for Gunnar was to go to college. So when he became the first pick of the second round, it took some convincing to go pro.
2 outs. And that one wrapped foul. That's to third, and a base hit knocks in a run, and he can't come up with it. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Orioles an out away. Holiday digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's now 5-4.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So 2 down. Here's Pete Alonso. That pitch gets the inside corner, and that's strike 1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save.
2 strikes.
And the tying run is now in scoring position. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
This could end it. Slider misses outside.
Well, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one player to the next, showing a lot of fight right now.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.